decide on adding products to your store. So first of all, go to My Account and then Admin Panel, where you'll need to sign in. We will then come to your dashboard and you can see at the top there, Products. On the right hand side, click the plus sign to start adding your products. Now some of these fields will be fairly obvious, but I'll talk you through some of them that might not be as obvious. So first of all, we have our name and categories, so you can choose here exactly what categories you want it to go in, and you can have more than one as well. So if you want it to go into the gym functional fitness one, as well as t-shirts, then you can find t-shirts and stick it in there as well. The price, now this box for the price is the price the customer is going to pay, and we do have an option later on for a list price. If they are different, then it will notify that there's a discount on those prices. So for example, if you were normally selling these at £30 and decided to make it £25, then that would show that there was a £5 discount. This is the description part, and this is where on Google searches this will come up. You can add in here different color text, you can make it bold, you can add in images, you can even add in videos as well. Now the status seems fairly obvious, but active means that it'll be on the site now. Disabled means that you've added all of the product details, but it's actually not live on the site. And hidden would mean that it's live for people to buy, but they'd only be able to do that if you sent them a direct link. This is where you will decide if there are certain exceptions that people can never buy. For example, if you're selling a t-shirt at green and it's never available in any other sizes but medium, you can add in exceptions which you would add forbidden, and that would mean that that option will never come up for people. Now in this code box, it's always important to put a code, just because then we can add our different variations, our different options in. So let's add t-shirt 001. Again, this is where I was talking about the list price, so I can show you what that looks like on the site if I add that in there. And this is obvious your number of currently in stock. Zero price action, so what happens if it goes down to 0? So you can allow customers to add to cart, ask customers to enter the price, or do not allow. I would suggest that you keep that at do not allow customers to add the product to the cart. So you can track without options or not track. Later on, when we add options in, you'll have a third drop down part of that, which is track with options. Again, minimum order quantities in here, normally 0, but that can change depending on your what you're selling, as well as the maximum order quantity. If it was something that was on special order, you might not want people being able to buy out the entire stock in one go. You might want to ensure that others had an opportunity. In terms of availability, you can set it to a future date. So if you were doing a launch for Christmas or New Year, then you can set that availability from date. Just click create and it will open up these extra boxes for you. So first of all, the SEO page, it will automatically fill in the SEO name for you, and then you can fill in some extra page titles and a meta description. There's no need to fill in the meta keywords because Google doesn't look for them anymore, but you can see at the bottom here what it looks like when it comes up on Google. So as you can see, the description part here is brought over from the front page here. Next important part to change before we move on to a separate video on shipping is options. So on here, this is where you can add your different options and variants. So let's say, for example, colors, and we can give that the same code that we gave from the other site, and we want to put in the top of our options. Inventory, yes, and then create. If we go back into colors, we can go into variants, and this is where we can add the different colors. So for example, let's add blue. Let's add in the second part of the box green, so that'll come in this order. Third, let's add black. Now the black one, we can say that actually it costs you a bit more, so that comes with a £2 surcharge on it as well. That's perfect for things that you know, if they add certain variants might cost you a bit more money. You're able then to be able to put a surcharge in there. Completed one option, you'll then see that you have the opportunity to put in your forbidden combinations. So if we add in, let's say, size, that's going to be second in our drop down boxes. You can change the type of box here as well that you want. Let's create that and then add in the variants. You can then go into the forbidden combinations, and this is where you can add a combination that is forbidden. So blue and large, I don't want people to be able to buy. Now that has your t-shirt here all ready for you to go. If I click onto our site, I'll be able to show you what that looks like. So let's have a look at the newest items. Here's my t-shirt. As you can see, it was £25, now £30. You're saving 17%. Obviously there's no pictures on because I didn't add a picture. So let's see if I buy it in large. I can't because I've forbidden it, but in green I can buy it in large, or in black there's this £2 surcharge on top of that as well. And that's it. That's how to add your product.